Today we're going to talk about locks. Some people call them dreadlocks. We do not call them dreadlocks because we do not dread anything. Locks first started back in Africa, the motherland. Lots of different tribes wore them in different ways according to their lifestyle or their culture. The first locks was recorded on the walls of Egypt, the first civilization known to man. Some women in Africa use mud to preserve their hair as a way of their culture. Look how nice the locks look on the end. They got some beautiful hair. At any time they can take out the clay, the mud, and they have beautiful hair that's been preserved by mud. I don't know, great thinking. But as you can see, you have women with locks, smaller. You have men who also wore the locks. Most of the time, the women wore the smaller ones and the men wore thicker ones. Then you had slave trade days. You had people going to different islands and everywhere. So we're going to go to Jamaica. Jamaica kept up their end of the deal by keeping their African culture and heritage. They kept their dreadlocks, and as a way of wisdom, the longer they are, the more wisdom you have. They're not just Jamaican Rastas out here smoking weed and just some weed heads as everybody portray them to be. We know different, they know different, and everyone else should look at the track team of how well those sisters and brothers do in sports. It's not no beef of America and USA, but back to the locks. A lot of islands kept up their heritage of the African culture, but we'll get to those in a later episode in the roots of everything. So then you have Florida, the furthest south on the map you can go. A brief history of Florida. They call it the Gunshine State. Reason why? See the man in the middle? The man in the middle consists of a couple states. And at his foot is the boot, which would be not New Orleans, which would be Louisiana. The gun is shooting at the foot of the soldier. So that's why they call Florida the Gunshine State. Okay, so back to the locks. People in hip-hop culture in Florida been wearing locks, wicks, bunks, whatever you want to call them. And we can go back to Trick Daddy videos back when he was first arising on the scene. You can see a head full of dreadheads there. Also, people used to come to Memorial Day weekend in Florida, Miami, enjoy the weekend and see the culture there. Now you can see a rapper by the name of Papa Duck, who's also from South Florida, Belglade, I think, or something like that. This is him now. He got a YouTube channel, I think, or Instagram. Y'all go apply to him. Then you got Ace Hood, another Florida rapper, South Florida rapper, Broward County, still wearing the dreads. This is back in the day when the guys wore the dreads more skinnier style, suede back. Then you had the new group of guys come up on the scene, which the dreads has done changed over time. Guys has got bigger dreads because a lot of places starting to take the Florida culture and we still trying to remain different from everyone else. You look at Gunplay dreads, you look at MMG, a couple guys have dreads there. Then we're going to Tallahassee, which is going to different parts of Florida to show you the culture of the dreadheads in Florida. You have the FAMU car show. People come out of state to attend that. Then you got T-Pain. Way back when he first came out, was sporting the dreadlocks, making it popular for around the world. Then you got the Jacksonville. Got those guys down there in Florida on the end with dreadlocks in their head. You got the guy Skeet McFlurry. He got his dreads in his head. Just a Jacksonville thing, a Florida thing. You got a couple guys who wear this look. Why? because it's a Florida thing. You could find this look throughout Florida. People say it's a South thing. No, it was a Florida thing. You go to Fort Myers. You go see Plies. He got his homies in there. He got the bunks in his head. This is old pictures, man, almost like 20 years old. You go to Orlando. You got the boy Hot Boy, still sporting the dread culture. Orlando, home of the oranges. Go down there and pick you some fresh oranges if you ever there. You got the boy Glock 9, free the man Glock 9. You see what I'm saying? Still wearing the boots in the Florida culture. You go down there, you can tend the Orlando classics and enjoy the Florida scene again. It happens around, I think, at the end of October, November sometime. Florida classics. A lot of people come and attend this. Car show. A lot of stuff going on. People get to see Florida. You know, it's just something that happens down here in Florida. Florida is the only place where you can see dreads? No. We know they was everywhere around the world. But it wasn't many. It was here and there. It was a distinctive look. You can look at Busta Rhymes. You can look at the Lost Boys. You can even look at Mac Dre on the West Coast who was pushing the culture. So am I saying Florida's the only place you seen dreads? No. Florida's the place that made dreads look cool for the rest of the world to want to grow dreads. No one visits those places. Florida is a vacation spot, so everyone lands down here at some point in time in their life and take this culture back and run with it. Hold up. Now let's look at Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne's from New Orleans. He moved to Florida with braids in his head. After coming to Miami, he turned out looking like this. Like, wow, Lil Wayne got dreads now? Yeah, moving to Florida, picked up the Florida culture. Look at it. You wonder how dreads got out to everywhere? Well, Florida people is just bottom of the map, and they travel a lot. So we traveled to the surrounding states. Then it became popular on TV with Lil Wayne. So now you see Chicago people growing dreads now. It was never their culture 30 to 40 years ago. If it was, you can go pull up pictures of these guys with dreads. You go to Atlanta, Florida's right up under Georgia. So, you know, Florida people goes to Atlanta all the time, and Atlanta people visit Florida all the time. So now you see Atlanta artists picking up the Florida culture. Go look at some of these guys' interviews. They'll even tell you they got it from Florida guys. This is not a brag or a boast. This is the true facts and history of how Locs got out. You see the culture in Georgia, they're wearing the Locs. Now, we go to Pensacola, Florida. Pensacola, Florida. Last stop on our map. We toured the whole Florida, gave you a brief rundown on Locs and how Locs have spread it from Florida to other parts of the country and the world. Pensacola, also Lockheads, and you know, when people attend these different events, we all see each other at these different events, and we all see one thing in common: Florida tags and Florida Locs, and a lot of women and a lot of money. Thank you guys for visiting Florida. Ice Glue. Truth over fiction. Hope you guys enjoyed and learned something. Appreciate it.